Or what do you think is next with the homestead?
Kind of don't know what I did as an address. I have a Christmas card list. I'll look it up there. I'm Jack Swan. I'm a trustee of the 1812 Homestead, and also I'm owner of Poca McCready Camps, which was founded in 1905. Well, actually, the homestead was founded by me in, I think, 75 or something like that. And I decided that it was given to me by David McCready, my great uncle. And I decided, after he passed away, I decided that I would turn it into a museum in his honor. So it's been a work of art, really, for me to have all these school kids come down and have experiences with the 1812 homestead.
On Saturday night, a fire started at the 1812 Homestead Farm and Museum in Willsboro. Glenn Sweeney has personal ties. His wife is the stepdaughter of director Jack Swan.
You have a historic building and it burns. What do? If you rebuild it, you have a new building, which loses the whole purpose of the place. So when you lose it, you lose it.
It's just taking all this mess down, you know.
Yeah.
You can see that, I mean, there are a lot of beams in there. They were all hewn, you know, hand-hewn beams, you know. Unbelievable, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I didn't want to get involved with this fire, with that fire, you know what I mean? The two things are separate because we have no idea about that. We know this was arson.
Yeah.
We know this was arson. No, there were 3 fires going on at the same time.
And spread
There
out.
was one here and one in the barn and one in the schoolhouse. I mean, you can't have 3 fires and not think it's from the sparks or something from one to another. There's no way sparks could get down to the schoolhouse. It's too far away. No, it was just, it was a disaster.
My name is Brian DeGroat. I'm the Executive Director of Poca McCready Camps and Outdoor Education Center. So the night that the homestead burned, I was actually working a wedding at Poco. I went down to clean up an area that the couple had been using for a cocktail hour, which is down by the water. And so I got down there and I looked across the lake and I saw orange smoke coming up from beyond the trees. And my first thought was, we have land over there. That looks like it could be from the homestead. So I ran up to my car, got in the car, drove down to the homestead, and as soon as I pulled in, saw the inn, the 200-year-old inn, partially engulfed in flames.
What do you do? What do you do?
Right.
This is sad.
I've been in touch with Michael Green. Sounds like we're on the right track.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
It's moving really
But
fast.
I'm good with it, but it still makes me cry. It just
It does, yeah.
I drove by the other day. I was like, I can't look. I can't look. I
But
can't
see
look.
what happened here? You have all this negative that happened. It's turning into a positive thing. Look at this.
So many
You
people
know?
have rallied
Is
around
is
it.
the
That's-
schoolhouse
that
damaged
is a
inside?
good thing.
You could, just
That can't
because
be
I know
said.
you guys, we could go inside if you want.
I was
Unless
I
you'd
was
rather
well, I
not.
saw this from the well. I saw from the outside. I'm like, it looks okay, you know.
It's actually the buildings that got the most damage. Obviously, were the inn and the barn, which can't really be used. We can salvage some parts, like of the foundation, the bricks, things like that.
Well,
but
we're glad you're here.
the schoolhouse, just the entry there on the right-hand side, that it can stay the way it is. We'll just have to replace the flooring and do some sandblasting, and then the interior of the schoolhouse just got a little bit of fire damage. Just needs to be repainted. And the maps, I removed the maps that were on the wall because they obviously were right next to the door, so they caught. But we can hopefully replace them.
But the desks are okay. And
Desks
the books are okay.
Everything is fine. Nothing else in there
That's the
burned.
best news I've heard all week.
Yeah.
And I had a religious experience, I think you would call it, when I went to the New Salem Village, where Abraham Lincoln was there from 1832 to 1837. And I just felt that the frontier was a great influence on his life. And there is a theory of historian who is Frederick Jackson Turner, and he believes American history is different than other people's histories in the world because of the frontier. The ever-moving frontier across the United States basically made democracy a lot stronger because you had to prove yourself as an individual. And so therefore people were treated as individuals, and it didn't make any difference whether you owned land or whether you came with any money or anything. You still had to prove yourself.
Yeah.